Alright guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Can everyone hear me and see my screen? Yes, yes, okay, good. How is everybody? Good. Any new people here today? Anyone that hasn't been here before? I can see your voice and hear your screen. Vignesh had some pips today. Good. New people, Fabian, Paolo, hi, Yaha, yeah. Okay. Michael, Kang, first to this webinar. Okay. Okay, Money, first time in the conference room, but seeing you on YouTube. Okay. So what we're going to do here today is we're going to discuss one of the most critical things in Forex. Okay, if you do not know this, you're not going to make it in Forex. I can guarantee you that. Okay, so it's a very critical thing, and I'm gonna explain to you guys exactly how to do it. Like, you know, tutorials, tip by tip, everything. I'm gonna have you guys do it, and we're gonna make it interactive to make sure that everyone's on the same page. And towards the end, we'll go through questions and answers or any repeats that you guys need me to do. The webinar is going to be approximately 1 hour long, and yes, this will be on YouTube as well. For those of you who are watching this on YouTube, please make sure to comment and like right below the video. And let's get started. Let's get started here. Now, what is support and resistance? What does support and resistance mean? Let's get into that first. A theory of support and resistance. Walls, very good. Okay, it's nothing but a wall. Okay, now, if I have a 2x4, a wall, can you break through it? Yes. Okay, what if I have a 1-inch concrete wall? Can you break through it? If you're good at Kung Fu. Yes, if I have a 20-inch concrete wall, can you break through that? Okay, you see how the things go, that yes, you can. Don't think because a support and resistance line is there means that, oh, by God, nobody can move this area, like the market's going to return from here. No, it doesn't work like that. Need volume, echoes. Is everyone's can hear me fine, or any issues? Okay, Y for yes if everyone's okay. I should reduce my volume. Just reduce your volume on your computers, yeah. If it's too loud or anything. Okay, so seems to be, okay, distorted voice. Okay, for those of you who are having audio issues, you guys can pretty much log out real quick and log back in, see if that solves the issue. But seems to be working for the majority here. Okay, so let's get started here. Okay, so going back to the concept, support and resistance is a wall. And just because it's a wall, it does not mean it cannot be broken. Okay, depending on how thick the wall is, it needs that much force. Okay, that's the basic concept. You need to understand this. Okay, because a wall is there doesn't mean anything. Okay, it means it can be broken. Now, how do you draw support and resistance? Here's the good part. How many of you know how to draw support and resistance? Well, you guys answer that. I'm going to have some of this. Okay. Me, yes, yes. Okay, we had a few people saying yes. We don't have that speed of people saying yes on this. Draw only from a big candle. I'm learning. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk on how to draw your support and resistance properly. Okay. Many of you guys have you guys heard of pivot points? Okay. How are pivot points calculated? Pivot points are basically yesterday's average. How are they calculated? High and low. Okay. Okay. It takes all the information from yesterday. Okay, and then it calculates it and it gives you pivot points. Now, here's the thing. How many of you guys have the exact same screens in terms of your charts? They're exactly pip to pip. Okay, chances are almost nobody in this room has the same charts. Okay, yes, they have the same, the movements, yes, but it's not the same chart. People have a variance of server time, which is the reason when you plot your pivot points or any other indicators for a matter of fact, you have a variation. Okay, even if you can get the time the same, it does not mean you have the same level. It can also mean you can be off by a certain level, certain pips, because the price that fluctuated on my screen is not the same as the price that fluctuated on your screen. Okay, it can range from broker to broker, and even if you're using the same broker as me or anybody else, it can also range from demo to live. That can also make a difference there. Remember, brokers have the ability to move price slightly, of course. Okay, because that's the spread they can move based on the price they get. Okay, some brokers have a very good feed, and the prices are pretty accurate. Some don't, which means the prices tend to not fluctuate too much. So that's the thing. Now, coming to that question, so everyone's pivot points, pivot points are really powerful. Don't get me wrong, but pivot points have this issue of timing. The timing have this issue, and you can sit here and cry about it and look for a server time day and night, but at the end of the day, what pivot points basically are, they're nothing but support and resistance. Okay, so let's get into this. Now, what is support and resistance? Is this area here a resistance? Right here? Yes. Okay, this is a resistance. This is where the market touched and bounced from. Okay, is this area here a support? Okay, anything above the market is called resistance. Anything below the market is called support. Okay, now that being said, let's take a look at the next things. Now, how do you know if a support and resistance is strong or not? Okay. Check the past data, multiple touches. Yes, multiple tests. Here's the thing. Take a look. On this particular day, the market moved up, it stopped here, and then it went down, right? So if I actually put my line here, and I can see here what happened here. It never held. It never held. So what I'm trying to say is there is different levels of support and resistance, and what I'm going to teach you guys is what's most important. Okay, I can teach you guys a small support and resistance, but that's useless. Trust me, throw it out the window. It's useless. I'm going to teach you guys how to spot the strongest support and resistance for your day. Okay, this is what's going to make or break your trading day. Okay, now a support and resistance level should be a level that has been used again and again and again. Okay? Now, we had an area here. The market came all the way down till here. If I put my line here, the market comes down, it continues, and then we have this big thing. What is this right here? Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a big red candle. Now, what this big red candle did is it's just telling you one piece of information. It's not telling you to close all your longs and run away. No. It's telling you one piece of information and one piece of information only. It says we just broke a strong level. This is the reason why it needed more force to break through. Remember that concept in the beginning I asked you guys. Any level can be broken, but it depends on how much force is needed. Okay, this is bigger than the average candle here. That means this must have been a strong area. How do we know? Because in the near future, it holds the market. And what do you know? After that, it again required a lot of force to break through it. So this level has some level of strength. This is a strong area. Okay? Now, you guys understand this concept, right? Of being a strong area. Now, what I'm going to explain to you guys is you might be asking me, how come you put your line here on this tail here, and over here you didn't put the line on the tail? What's going on here? You know? Let me explain to you. When you draw your support and resistance, okay? When you draw your support resistance, there's two things you need to measure. One is the body,